It is.
Well, I am from Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun show.
I know Seattle only from iCarly.
Very helpful.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when you said, hey, when I said, where are you from? And you said, I'm from Seattle.
Right.
And I was like, iCarly.
Yes, but the ironic thing, I haven't seen iCarly.
No.
I haven't seen it.
What did
I
you
know.
watch?
No.
I watched other things.
Drake and George?
What?
Drake and George.
Drake and Josh.
Oh, no. But
They had a crossover
this
episode once.
this
Not
actually
George?
is
Okay,
interesting because probably we watch different TV shows because of something related to our topic today, which brings me to good after morning and welcome to On the Dome, a podcast about how non-expert college-age youth think. Today I am dressed in a very specific color scheme. We have red, white, blue. We have a flag, stars and stripes. And the reason is not because we're going to be talking about how great the U.S. is
Good.
only, but because my very special guests are not only from the U.S. So, would you like to introduce yourselves?
Well, I'm Liam. My current prospective major is nuclear science and engineering, but look, ask me next week and I might change it.
Okay.
And I'm from, God, it's a complicated story, but most recently Sydney, Australia, where I've lived the past 7 years.
Nice. Explains the accent.
Okay, so I'm Tokjan. Actually, Tokjan. Or
Yeah.
Togo. Or Tosha.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Whatever. So I'm from Kazakhstan. It's near Russia, China, and a lot of countries. It's like literally in the center of Eurasia. So I will probably major in course 18, and that's math.
Okay. And you are my roommate.
Yeah, we're roommates.
Yes. I know that.
I am not one of their roommates.
No, that would be very funny. It would be great, but unfortunately, that's not true. And I grew up in the U.S., so I have a very different experience than you guys. Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe. Well, that's probably
Yeah.
not why I didn't watch
you're a
iCarly.
different brat.
Yeah, no, I think if anything, we watched iCarly because of U.S. cultural influence. Like,
I'm not a good
Yeah.
American.
yeah,
Wait,
that's on you.
Which
Yeah.
shows did you watch?
I watched Wizards of Waverly Place, so New York.
Yeah, okay, you're a Disney
And then
guy.
also I watched Jessie, which was also New York.
Yeah,
Both good shows.
I didn't know that any shows were in Seattle, actually. I didn't, other than like Frasier.
I mean, to be honest, I completely forgot that iCarly was in Seattle until you brought it up. But it was a really good show, so...
Well, maybe I'll watch it now. I don't think I'm their intended audience anymore.
They're doing a reboot.
Yes, yes.
Like, you are the
Breaking
intended
news.
audience of the reboot.
right now,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, I'll watch the reboot.
Like, I think, what, the first season
Yes.
has come out of the reboot?
Yeah,
I've been meaning to
Wow.
watch it.
This is amazing. That's so cool. Do you think that your idea of the U.S. was influenced by iCarly?
You want to take this first?
Maybe? I don't know. Not only iCarly, but just all the movies, cartoons, they're from America.
Right.
And so you just know everything. Like when I watched that, for me it was something like imaginary world, and I felt that's not true. And when I came to America and something happened like in movies or cartoons, I was like, wow, it's real. That's so
Yeah.
strange, yeah.
Can you give me an example? Like, what did you think was fake?
I know, can you?
So those red Solo cups, for example, that you see in like every single high school or college party on TV, I thought that was just like a Hollywood gimmick or something, but no, they actually happen. And when I saw them, I was like, I recognize those. School spirit, that's insane.
Right?
You know, I legitimately still don't know what U.S. high school is like. Like, what parts from the
True.
movies are true, what parts are false.
You want to
Yeah,
find out?
okay.
I went to a U.S. high school.
All right. Well, okay. So does the stereotypical bullying thing of someone being slammed up against a locker ever happen?
Taking pants.
So I just realized my high school is actually probably a terrible example because I went to a private school, so
Yeah.
we didn't have lockers.
Oh.
We like carried our stuff around, but
We had lockers.
you had lockers.
Yeah.
You're more American than I am.
Damn.
Damn. Okay. Well, we didn't have lockers, but we did have someone put cameras in our bathroom. So that was something that happened.
Wait. You had.
Roll back a second. Wait, what?
So, okay, this happened in, I think, like 10th grade, and it was in the humanities building. They found cameras under the toilet paper so that they could see, they were videotaping.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, it was bad. So I don't know whether that was bullying or just, like, actual crime.
I think that's actual crime.
That's actually
But they never found
crime.
out who did it, also.
Wow.
And it wasn't
Yeah.
in the movies.
No.
I
No.
can see that.
No,
We
yeah,
did
I don't
have-
think I've seen that.
We had bleachers. No one, but the thing is, our bleachers were like, you pulled them out from the wall, so you couldn't like go kiss under them,
Oh.
which was disappointing.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Had you ever thought about doing that and been
I
prevented?
did not kiss
because
anyone under the bleachers, and I did not intend to. There
Alright.
were other places.
All right. All right.
But yeah, there wasn't much bullying in my school. There was a lot of drama in some of the public schools, though. I don't know that that's a public and private school. I think that my school was just weird. But I know that some of my friends who went to more traditional American high schools, there was a lot of drama. There was a lot of name calling and interesting stuff that happened. But yeah, so that might be true.
I mean, that part of high school might just be a universal experience, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like, I think you're pretty lucky if you manage to avoid drama entirely.
This is
Yeah.
true. This is true. There's a lot of drama in high school. There's not a lot of drama in college. For me, I'm
Ah!
not dramatic.
I mean, like-
or maybe I am dramatic. Maybe I
Yeah,
can.
I actually, when I came to college, I was like, wow, it's so chill place. Like, less drama. Or maybe, I don't know. Wait, no, actually, there is drama. A lot of
Okay.
drama.
I'm just hoping we manage to avoid most of it.
Right. There you go.
But no, drama certainly exists. There's definitely a lot of stuff going on.
There's a lot going on, yeah. And a lot going on that's
Do
very
people really have time for drama here? Like,
See-
I just
good question.
See, you'd think no, and yet, like, it, within, I think, kind of the first or second week of me being here, there was already drama happening that I was watching.
Liam, this
Oh,
might
really?
be a you thing.
Yeah, maybe you're creating dramas.
I don't know if you're okay. There's a difference though between you could be creating the drama. That's one option.
Yep.
Or he could just really attract people who like are drama.
Wants drama from
Yeah.
Liam.
Look,
Yeah.
okay, I mean, both are legitimate possibilities. I'll give you that. But I personally don't think that at least some of the drama was on me. It was just happening in the background, you know? It's just like, okay, this is interesting news.
I've thought of a third option. Both of us are not observant, and he just notices.
I mean,
Maybe.
like, if I'm the observant one here, something's gone wrong because I've been known as unobservant as, like, it is physically possible to be since I've been a kid.
Wow. I don't know.
Interesting.
I think we need a fourth perspective, which we don't have right now. So we'll just table that issue. But yeah, what? So, okay, both of you in recent years have not been in America. You went to high school in different countries.
Yep.
And now you're at college. Besides the red solo cups, is there anything really like different about the American education system that you really like?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the reasons I really wanted to go to a U.S. college is because back in Australia, you basically have to declare your major immediately. You have to choose your course,
Same.
right? So you aren't actually applying for a college or a university. You're applying for a specific degree.
Yeah.
Right, so like in Australia, when I was going to the University of Sydney while I was waiting for my results here, I wasn't just a USyd student. I was specifically USyd engineer doing flexible first year engineering and Bachelor of Science. And flexible first year was like as flexible as you could be, and all it really meant is that the first semester you could like pick between two different options. And that was the extent of the flexibility. Whereas here, technically I'm supposed to declare my major pretty soon, but
But you can change.
I can change that.
Yeah.
And yeah, that flexibility, that really that enticed me.
Yeah, I met people, like a lot of seniors here, they changed their major in fourth year. Like, they just
You
change
know what we
it.
call that around here? Freedom. Freedom! Yes, America.
That was so American answer.
Wave the flag.
Yeah. I'm really trying to make my country proud. I'm trying to be as American as I can.
I should have brought an Australian
So-
flag. No, I should have brought a Timor flag.
You should have. Okay, so tell everyone about Timor.
Different, like absolutely different from Australian culture.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, in terms of culture shock, Australia has been culturally dominated by the States for the most part, so
Right.
it wasn't too different coming
I'm
here.
going to cut you off for a second. Can you just say what and where East Timor is?
Important ask. Yep. Okay.
Because
So
as the resident stupid American, although we're pretty smart sometimes, but as the resident geographically stupid American, I think this is important
That's
context.
so
yeah,
funny.
yeah. No, excellent point. So East Timor is the world's second newest country right now. It used to be the newest, but South Sudan took that from us.
Damn it.
It's a half-island nation just
Okay.
north of Australia, at the end of the Indonesian peninsula. It first got its independence back in 1974.
Okay.
That lasted about 10 days, and then Indonesia invaded.
Oh,
So
they tried. At least they tried.
yeah, we had some good moments. And then it was really bad, an Indonesian occupation until 99. They left, independence was properly reestablished in 02.
Okay.
And I spent a decade there. I
Cool.
grew up there, basically.
Wow.
And it was definitely more of a culture shock going from Timor to Australia than it was moving from Australia to here.
Oh, did you feel yourself like in movies?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Oh, did you watch the Australian movie, The Dressmaker?
That one I don't think I have, no.
Okay, you need to watch
You
that. It's my
always have the
favorite movie.
weirdest movies to like
Okay,
suggest
guys,
to us.
everyone must watch Lobster, Dressmaker, and okay.
I've heard
They're the
very
best.
good things about Lobster.
Right. Oh, you didn't watch that, right?
I
I
wasn't,
also
yeah.
didn't watch it.
You also didn't watch that,
No.
guys.
We need
I know,
to watch
I'm
it.
sorry. Man, this is just going to end up being an episode of things I need to watch.
Yeah, you're gonna have a list
Like,
at the end of this.
iCarly, everything, Lobster.
Mhm.
So yeah, so Dressmaker is a movie about like the girl. She like in her childhood, one guy, her classmate died, and everyone thought that it was because of her, and so the policeman took her to Paris. Yeah, and she became dressmaker, and then she came back to her village for the revenge.
Interesting.
Okay.
So funny.
This sounds kind of like, well, mostly different, but it has a couple of similarities that made me think of it. Have you seen the movie that's coming out soon? A couple trailers have dropped. Where the Crawdads Sing?
Oh, you know why I know that.
Oh, I know why you know that.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know.
The one of the best Americans, just one of the period, end of sentence, one of the best Americans, Taylor Swift, wrote a song for that called Carolina,
She did, yeah.
which is named after kind of two states.
Yeah, I mean, I guess,
Carolina?
yeah.
There are two states.
Wow.
Was
North
there-
There are
Carolina?
two Carolinas,
Oh, right.
north and south.
Okay.
One of
wow.
them's north and one of them's south.
Wait.
I'll let you guess.
Is there a story about that? Like, why did they split?
I'm sure there is a story. I don't know.
Probably.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Geographically challenged.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, Virginia and West Virginia used to be one state.
I'm sure the Dakotas also probably used to be one state. Well, they used to be a territory.
Yeah, I think that
It's
one
the
was
Dakota
probably
territory.
yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
There are a lot of states. How many states do you think you know?
Oh, okay. I can do that.
Yeah. Okay.
So, okay, Vermont. Massachusetts. Yeah. New
Good job.
York, Washington, Texas, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
No, wait. California.
Yes.
Damn, that's so hard. I know the Maryland,
Maryland.
Yep.
Yep.
Florida,
Yes.
Alaska.
Alaska.
Yeah.
This is gonna be the
That's a
whole
good
episode.
10. That's a good 10.
Yeah.
Okay, I did 10.
Good job.
I'm proud.
You got 1/5 of them.
Yep, I know.
I'm kind of sad you never mentioned Minnesota, but
Oh,
we
shoot.
accept that.
Sorry.
We moved
Oh.
past that.
You're kind of Minnesota.
Yeah, no, my dad's side of the family is from Minnesota. So all of the sports teams I follow are the Minnesota sports teams,
Oh, that's
which
why
means
you watch
The
hockey.
Vikings.
I
You
am-
like 'em.
ouch, ouch. Look, I'm
Okay,
sad
I'm a
enough by
Seahawks
how
fan.
badly they do in general.
Okay,
like,
the Seahawks are not doing great either, so it's fine. But that's part of American culture is rooting for your football team when it's doing terribly.
Oh, right.
Yep.
American football and what I call football, that was a pain.
Yeah,
like-
that was that's an adjustment.
yeah.
Like, football. Foot and
Yeah.
ball.
It is kind of funny that in football, like, the feet almost never touch the ball. It's
No.
field goals, punts, kickoffs. That's it.
Right, and all of the people you know are the quarterbacks who never touch.
If they kick
Yeah.
the ball, something bad's happened.
Yeah, it's not good. Yeah, poor kickers. They're the only ones actually living up to the name of the sport. And I don't think I could tell you a single kicker.
Oh, have you ever played?
I could, but that's just because the Vikings kickers always miss important field goals. so, so we
Yeah.
get sad.
What were you saying?
So have you ever played foot volleyball? It's like volleyball but with feet. Like, you know.
I've never even heard of that. Is that a Kazakhstan thing, or is
No,
that just a you
It's
thing?
Korean thing.
Oh,
I watched it
I
on Korean show.
have. I've played it, yes.
Yeah, okay. I haven't actually. I want to try. We need
Okay.
to play that.
Oh, I was awful at it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it is hard. Or, well, I'm just bad at soccer, but it was hard for me.
Okay.
But it did look like a lot of fun.
I'm not familiar. Maybe not. Here on my to watch list is Korean foot volleyball.
Korean
Yeah.
foot volleyball thing.
Yeah.
There are a lot of stuff you need to watch.
Yes, I mean I think that watching stuff is a pretty big part of American culture.
That's true.
Yes.
I agree.
TV is important
Because,
here.
like, for example, my parents, like, they never watch, like, almost never watch TV. Like, my mom, she never watch, like, she cannot sit down and watch TV. For her, it's pain. She's like, how can you watch, how can you just sit there and just watch something for an hour?
Do you think you're more American than your parents, or like do you think your parents are noticing that you're becoming more American? Unrelated to the TV. It just made me think of it.
No, I don't think so.
No?
No. They like make fun of me.
Mm-hmm.
When they do something, they're like, "Oh, America, America," and my dad called me America, and my sister Hong Kong because she studies in Hong Kong. And he was always like, "Hey, Hong Kong, America."
Nice.
So yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
for me, if anything, it's just my sister's become really Australian.
Oh.
She's really, really become a fan of Oz after we moved there. And, like, my family's from the U.S. originally, so at least on some level, we all sort of still have roots here. But, yeah, so my parents won't say I'm becoming more American, but we definitely do notice my sister becoming less American, and
Oh.
that's interesting.
Wait, how did you mention that? For example,
Oh, like, her accent has really developed, Like, if you think I've got an accent,
We
you
do.
should listen to her. You should listen to her at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, it has really become... I wouldn't actually necessarily call it Australian, though. Like, it's certainly an accent. I don't know what it is, though.
Well, would you call here's an interesting thing. You don't really think that your accent's very Australian.
Oh, no, I think my accent is just weird. Like, it's an amalgamation of 10 years of international school in Timor, whatever happened in Australia over those 7 years, and American parents, TV ranging from, like, the normal sort of shows you'll watch
like
in the...
British,
Yeah,
American.
yep. And then Indonesian programs such as...
Right.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, because, look, the TV that we had in Timor was called Indovision.
Yeah.
Right, so, like...
Wow, that's
Yeah.
You watched what was on.
Right.
Yeah, it also mentions that you don't have like Australian accent because like I watch YouTube channel of the Australian girl, and she has like I feel her accent,
Yep.
and you have a little bit like something.
I have
just a
tinges here and
vibe.
there.
Do you
Yeah,
want to keep
exactly.
it? Are you afraid of losing your accent?
Oh no, my accent's way too weird for it to be lost.
Yeah, I hope you will keep it.
If anything, it's just gonna get weirder and weirder. Like, can you imagine this, but with a Boston tilt as well? Like,
That's gonna be
what would that be?
What would it be?
Wait, can you go to Texas and live there? I want to see that Texas accent.
Honestly, worth a shot. Worth a shot.
Yeehaw, Liam.
Yeehaw.
We need Ferris.
I
We
want a
do
cowboy
need
hat.
Paris. So, so you're here in America. I asked you what your favorite thing about American education was. So what is your least favorite thing? What do you think we do completely terrible, backwards wrong? No, it doesn't make sense. It can be about education or...
So, a
Broadly.
chance to complain about America. Do you want to
Yeah.
go first, or should I?
Go
And
at me.
will we be shocked?
Okay, you will not
Like,
be
I
shot.
need to remember.
You will not be shot.
I know the Zura stuff,
Yes.
Well,
but I don't remember.
well, you think of the stuff. I'll.
Your thoughts already have done this.
Good, as they should. Well, you well, you think of the stuff. I'll start with, oh, you know, nothing huge, but things
Right.
that have certainly annoyed me a lot. Why do prices? So, you know, if I go to the store and it says, hey, here's a sandwich for $9.95, why doesn't that include tax? Why doesn't that include
I
tip?
know, right?
If it says $9.95 and I have a $10 bill, I want to be able to get that sandwich and eat it.
Okay,
I
I know the
agree.
reason for this. I don't think you're going to be happy with it. So, sales tax is different state to state. So, if like McDonald's wants to do a nationwide advertising campaign and they want to say, we have a deal where our chicken McNuggets, for example, are $3 for 6 McNuggets, and they want to advertise this on like national television, if they would include their sales tax, it would be different in every state.
Oh.
Because like Oregon doesn't have sales tax.
That's interesting.
And like other places have different sales tax.
Wait, but
See-
why do you have different taxes? in different
Because freedom. No.
Because the United States are just a bunch of states in a trench coat pretending to be a
It's
country.
like
Oh,
little
right.
countries. The only thing we do together, well, not the only thing, but one of the few things that governmentally we do together is the presidency, but like a lot of stuff is very different state to state.
See, I always figured that it was capitalism that caused, the taxes not being included.
Communism. Communism.
But I just had the basic analysis of like, if it looks like it's cheaper, people will buy more of it.
I'm sure that's a part of it. I'm
But
sure
yeah,
that's a
no,
part of
that sales tax makes the taxes varying makes sense. Although, still, I just want a sandwich.
I
Yes,
understand.
I feel your pain.
I understand.
Like I'm like, oh, it's just $4. I will buy that, and then give me $8.
Yeah.
Yo.
I'm like, I don't have the money on me.
So there's one thing, and the reason is also very convoluted. Is there anything else? I'm sure there's many more.
Oh yeah. So, have you thought it?
Bread.
Oh, this is a specific. So
Bread.
okay.
All
go
right.
ahead.
Okay, bread and apples.
Okay.
All right.
Elaborate.
Okay, so basically, bread smells like in Subway, like Boston Subway.
Not the sandwich shop, like the Subway.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. No,
Yes, and so it smells, and it's strange. It's not like bread. It's too soft. Like it's not real food. Something fake, and it smells.
Okay. So the Subway thing, I believe you that you smell that. The cake thing is true because actually, ironically, Subway, the sandwich shop, can't call their bread in Europe because it's got too much sugar. They have to legally they would have to call it cake.
Oh yeah, sugar. Another thing. There's too much sugar, like
Yep.
everywhere,
Yeah.
just in everything.
Although to be fair, that's not that different in Australia. There's so much sugar there as well.
I've heard of this thing. Can you tell me if it's true? It's called fairy bread.
Oh,
And
yeah, it's
toast
delicious.
with sprinkles.
It's so good.
Damn, guys.
It doesn't have to be toast. Sometimes it's just like bread.
I
you
think
know.
that makes it weirder.
Um, and you just have bread. You put a layer of butter
Right.
and then a layer of sprinkles.
Wow.
It's
That,
fantastic.
that is amazing. That sounds like something that would happen here. That sounds
Yeah.
like a fluffernutter.
Oh, it absolutely does. I'll make some at some point. You know, it'd be a good thing to have.
Do you know what a fluffernutter is?
No.
It's a sandwich, and you have bread, and specifically like Wonder Bread, right? It's like the whitest, sweetest American bread. Then peanut butter,
Okay.
Cake.
very American.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You don't like peanut butter?
Yeah, I don't like that. I tried that for
Yes.
the first time.
Yes,
Peanut butter's so good, though.
Maybe I tried the wrong one. I don't know.
maybe.
It does actually, yeah, it does vary a lot. But
And then marshmallow fluff. Do you know what marshmallow
Yeah.
fluff is?
Damn, there's too much sugar.
And then another piece of bread, and then you eat it.
How
Some
they
kids
do
get
that?
this for lunch
Oh my god. Wait, in schools?
in school. Like their parents will pack it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a pain.
Yeah.
That's a pain.
yeah, no, I think you've just broken the internationals.
I personally did not ever have the experience of having a fluffernutter. I had like honey and cream cheese sandwiches, which is kind of similar, but yeah, sugar.
You have any more complaints about the U.S.? Because I could write a laundry list probably.
Like here there are a lot like homeless people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they make me feel scared. Scared. Like, I mean, homeless people are everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
but here, I know there's something different. There are too many.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends city by city and place
It
by
does,
place,
yeah.
but there's kind of a lack of the same sort of support system.
Yeah, I think that, yeah, so they can leave outside and everyone are fine with that. Because in my country, they're trying to hide from police.
Mm.
So if they are here, it's like, it's kind of not, it's illegal, I think.
Oh. Yeah, it's
So,
definitely
yeah.
very different country to country, even state to state.
And yeah, absolutely. And you know, like, just the experience feels like it would be a hell of a lot harder with the weather here than with, you know, balmy Sydney weather where the lowest it ever gets is about 50 or 60.
So is that a complaint about Boston weather?
Oh no, to be honest, I enjoy the cold.
Yeah, I like Boston
No,
weather.
if you want to complain,
Right.
what is the Electoral College? Why? Like, why?
So,
Electoral college?
oh, remember we explained this to you. It's complicated.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
It's like public, not public school.
No.
Like private, public school.
Well, no.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, is it then the school, like, the serious? They're serious in Paramount Comedy. Where, like, people who
It's
don't
not
have
a
work, they
college.
go to
It's not college.
Oh, no. Okay, yep, wrong sort of college. No.
No.
Yep,
Okay,
this
so-
makes a lot more sense
So
now.
the electoral college is how essentially elections work. And instead of one person gets one vote, and then at the end you count all the votes, and whoever has the most
Oh,
votes
this one.
wins.
Okay, yeah.
It's
I thought you were talking
all
about
of the
college.
votes go to each state, and then whoever has the most votes in each state, in most states, gets all of the electoral college votes in that state, which is not proportional to population.
It's like sort of proportional
Sort
to
of, but it's
population,
not
but in a
directly
really
pro-
convoluted way.
Yes, it's not directly proportional to population, and it's winner take all in most states except for I think Maine and one other.
Just another example of the US not being a country, but a lot of small countries in a trench coat pretending to be a country.
Yeah, it's like state by state,
Yeah.
and then the states go into the country. It's complicated.
And then, of course, the electors for each state, they don't even have to listen to what the state says. They can just be a
Yeah.
faithless elector and just say,
Yeah.
nah, I'm going to do something else.
They can do that. They don't even have to. So, it's complicated.
It's a really bad system.
It's a really. It's
Yeah, I
a.
remember you
it's
explained
certainly
me.
interesting.
I think I probably complained about this much about it last time around as well.
Yes. Very confusing. This is why you can get more votes than your opponent and still lose the election.
Wait, can you vote?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. Wait, can your sister vote?
No, because she is not 18.
Oh, I mean,
But
in the
if she
future?
came here.
Yeah, in the future she'll be able to.
So you're kind of not. So you're kind of a fake international.
Oh, absolutely.
If you can vote, I think you're a fake international.
Yeah. No, I think that's justified. If you
Yeah.
combine me with the non-citizens who have lived here their whole lives, well, then you get a full international student.
Right, and a full America.
Yes.
Very interesting.
So wait, so you're like resident of US, right?
Citizen of the States, yeah. Yeah.
So you need to pay taxes.
Yeah. Yes.
They-
Not fun.
That's complicated.
But I also had to pay Australian taxes.
Yeah.
Not
so
fun.
you pay 2 taxes.
Thankfully, Australian taxes start at earning 17,000 a year, so I just had to go through all the forms and be like, "Hey, I don't make enough money to pay anything. Please let me go." And then they're like, "Yeah, okay, you're fine."
Okay. That's cool.
What's your favorite American food that you can't get back in your country? Or in Australia for you? I don't know what you consider your country.
I think right now in the world you can try everything in any country.
Well, I mean, I have a complaint the other way around. There are foods I'm missing from Australia, but
True.
I do really like here. Okay, there's definitely good food here. Just need to think about it a little bit.
Yeah, it's hard to remember. Yeah.
I mean, there are a lot of good individual places.
Right.
And I think, if you know where to look, for example, you can find. Oh, actually, one major thing: the Mexican food here is so much better than the Mexican food in Australia.
I would
This
imagine.
is the real Mexican food.
Well, here, real Mexico is a lot
Yeah.
closer, at
Yeah.
least. In Australia, yeah, real Mexico is way too far away. It's just.
It's quite far.
Yeah.
Real Australia is far
I think
from real everywhere
I didn't
else.
try
Yes.
Mexican food. Like I tried some stuff, but it was fake.
There is okay.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. A lot of American cuisine, and this is actually, I think this is a thing that I really like about America, but a lot of American cuisine is fake other cuisine. And
This is true.
I approve of this. Here's my thing. I don't think that any fake, Americanized, for example, Mexican food should be marketed as real Mexican food. I also think that both real Mexican food and Americanized Mexican food are delicious.
Yeah, no,
Alright.
I'm just talking that I've never tried Mexican food, and I tried that people that is like Mexican food, but it is not in my country.
I'll break the fourth wall. I'll say that out of the corner of my eye, I can see our producer going crazy that you've never tried Mexican food.
Oh right.
Oh, I think he's very mad about a lot of things at this point. But yeah, no, you absolutely need to try Mexican food
Yeah,
at some point.
We'll get that after this episode. Maybe we could do that. Yeah,
I mean, we could. We could.
Yeah.
we're gonna say that we're gonna do that.
We're gonna-
Yes,
yeah.
Everyone will
Right.
believe. Yeah.
Yes.
Is Mexican food always spicy?
Not always. No.
I mean, no.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Some of it is. Some of it's
You
really
can get
good.
really,
and
good spicy food.
Yeah. You don't like spicy food.
No, like I like, but I feel pain.
You like it. It doesn't like you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how it works.
Oh, isn't that the
unfortunately.
truth?
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
It's always the truth. Yeah. I love spicy food. I don't have an amazing spice tolerance, but I do love spicy food.
Yeah, no, it really. My spice tolerance kind of. I do my best.
You do your best.
Mine is so bad. So yeah.
Yeah. We need you to try Mexican food. I feel like that's part of the American experience, is trying a bunch of food from countries that are not America in America.
And, one of the ways you can do that is there are a lot of fusion places around here, which
This
I
is
just
true.
find deeply entertaining.
Yeah.
Like, speaking of Mexican food, actually,
Right.
over in California, there's a bunch of Mexican-Japanese fusion places. And, you don't think it should work that well. And yet it kind of does.
Are you speaking of the sushi burrito?
Not
Sushi
explicitly,
burrito,
but yes,
damn.
that is one of them. It kind of works,
It does.
right? Like, it's
Do we have
pretty
such
good.
places in Boston?
Sashimi
sure we do.
tacos. Oh, there's good
We need
stuff.
to go.
That's one of my favorite things about America, is that so many people come here from all these different places, and then they're just they just mess with not mess with, but they just combine cultures. and then, I don't know, there's no rules here, which sometimes is a bad thing. That's how you end up with 50 states doing electoral college 50 different ways. But you also end up with like Japanese Peruvian food or Japanese Mexican food or like Indo-Chinese food, which there's an Indo-Chinese place in Seattle, which I very much miss. But
It's a very fun melting pot of things, yeah.
What did you say, melting?
Melting pot.
Okay, I heard milk toast.
Oh.
are you
Yeah.
getting hungry?
yeah, sort of.
Yes, the great American melting pot. I think that deserves a wave.
Yeah, wave your flag.
yeah.
We have a good
Yeah,
flag.
you know what?
I
In
like the
America, you
flag.
have so like.
There are so many
many
flags.
flags, that's what I
There
was
are
saying.
so many flags
There's a
everywhere.
flag in this podcast.
I was in New York and we were just going. There were like 20 flags just in a row.
It's just like
Just
Well,
for
we
no
have a
reason.
flag in most every classroom
Really?
in the U.S.
Pledge of Allegiance. Is
Oh, yeah.
that a thing?
Yes.
Like, is that seriously
Every
a
day
thing?
in elementary school. And I went to a private, pretty like non-traditional elementary school, and every day we all stood up at I think 9 a.m. and looked at the flag and we put our hand on our hearts and we said, "I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
Wait, you
and
say
to
this
the
phrase?
republic for which it stands,
Oh.
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all."
So are you sure? Are you absolutely sure that we won't be shot if we criticize the United States?
Listen,
Because I haven't made that
Kind of
pledge yet.
blades, yeah.
you know,
That's a little
you
irrelevant.
won't be shot on this campus because we love our internationals.
Like
We love them
okay,
so much that we're going to do a whole podcast.
In my
episode.
school, we also like every morning we sang an anthem, but we didn't say like we didn't look at the flag and say yo. We just sang anthem,
Indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
and it's just everywhere. And it's
Yeah.
so strange because I saw that in the movies,
yeah.
and I didn't expect to come and like see a lot of flags.
It's like, oh, okay, wait, there's a you know, if you're playing GeoGuessr and you're wondering where you are and you're in a city and you don't see an American flag, well, it's not the States.
True.
You're in
This is a true
Mexico.
fact. You might be in Mexico. I think it's because if you didn't see the flag everywhere, it would be very easy to forget that each state was not just a different country.
Honestly,
Makes sense.
that could be it.
Did you know, I think this is a fact, and I hope I'm saying this correctly. We'll do a fact check on this later, but I think if California seceded from the U.S., it would be the fourth richest country in the world, fourth or fifth.
I think it's fifth.
Okay,
California.
Yeah.
California.
I thought about Texas. No.
Texas
Nah.
is bigger than California, but California has more money than Texas.
California's
I
where the
thought
money is.
Oil there in Texas.
This is true, but a lot of tech is in California, and a lot of agriculture is in California,
Oh, I see.
And also just a lot of people.
and yes, a lot of people.
Oh, okay. Question. So, for example, in the future, if you're in US, where are you going to live? Like, which state?
Me?
Yeah, both of
Okay.
you.
Well, I'm gonna live in Seattle because I really, really love Seattle,
You
which
live in
is
Seattle?
in Washington State. I could also see myself living in California, and I think, maybe Oregon. I'm a
Oh,
West Coast
Oregon?
kind of person.
Very fair. Very fair. Yeah, no, I need to visit the non-California West Coast a little more
You
because
should come to Seattle.
I should go to Seattle at some
You should
point.
come to Seattle.
We should go to Seattle.
Everyone should come to Seattle.
Seattle trip.
I'm gonna say that Seattle is gonna be this star because it's the most northwest. I guess except for Alaska. But Alaska I feel like was added last, so maybe Alaska can go here.
Well, I mean, Alaska is technically the easternmost state.
This is true. This is a fact.
Alaska is like south state, southwide.
I think Hawaii was actually the last state, so I'm gonna try and correct myself on that. But yeah. I might be wrong.
Alaska, like, okay, so if you
What
think
depends
California
on
and
Hawaii.
Texas are big,
Yeah.
Alaska's absurdly big.
Alaska is the
And it
biggest
used to be
state.
part of Russia.
Yeah. It was actually so funny how they just sold it
It's
for
like,
nothing.
here,
Yeah.
there's nothing there.
Yeah,
and then
like-
it turns out there was stuff there.
There was stuff there. I'm gonna go to Alaska.
It's so.
The U.S. is
funny.
so big and so cool. But so is the rest of the world. Yes.
Yeah. Well,
was
yes,
so
I
scary.
mean,
Yes.
yes.
Please don't shoot.
Yeah.
I promise I won't shoot you guys. It's not. America is not all that.
Look,
America is
Yeah.
mostly not shooting people.
although I have to say, speaking of shooting, like I never had to do a school shooter drill.
Okay.
You know, that was
Yeah.
not a thing back home.
Yeah. This is true. But we also have freedom, and we have bald eagles, and we have fluffernutter sandwiches, and we have MIT. So
Plain.
there you go.
Sugar.
But yeah, this has been a very interesting episode. You guys have anything you want to say to close it off?
Bald
Other
eagles
than-
are really cool. I've seen them. They're awesome.
Yep.
You have anything you want to say?
So what should we say? Go to Kazakhstan, Australia, yes, but go
Actu-
to Kazakhstan.
No, go to Timor. Timor needs the tourism more than Australia does.
And the other
Oh.
thing, go to Seattle. And watch
Actually-
iCarly.
Yeah, watch iCarly.
Yes.
Actually, I think travel more.
Do you think we could get sponsored by iCarly?
I was wondering that. It's just that, like, ooh, maybe they'll pay us.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Wow. This has been On the Dome, and thank you so much for listening. Okay.
All right, cool.
That went off the rails quickly, I feel like.